we're here. We're shaping the minds of millions with our films and spraying on all of you. Okay, it's rolling, and we're fading in, and welcome to the What's Your Ness podcast. I'm Spenny, joined as usual by my co-host, Alexander the Great, and we do have a guest today, but this is not his official guest episode. This is just because, well, we'll explain why he's here in a minute, but he already has dibs on a certain Ness that multiple people have requested, but Sebastian got the dibs on that Ness. But we're here today. This is kind of an interesting episode because, well, let me give you a little bit of background. I mean, do you want me to give some background, Alex, on what I'm doing here?
You're going to have to. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. So, for some reason in my life, I sometimes find myself in the presence of elder Caucasians. And I wear a lot of Ness culture outfits, as you see on the couch over there. You've got the Ness culture hoodie, Ness culture socks, but, you know, I wear there was a big Ness culture shirt I wear a lot.
Happy Ness, like they say in France?
Happy Ness. Oui. Acuerdo. Well, that's Spanish.
Happiness in your household.
What?
Is that... Hold on a second.
It just set you up, bro.
Don't fuck me like that. I'm still doing the intro. By the way, guys, if you like What's Your Nest, make sure to like and subscribe. We got all kinds of content. You hit the buttons. Okay, hey, look. As a clear gentleman, sometimes I find myself in the presence of elder Caucasians, and the main two questions I get are, "Oh, Ness, is that supposed to be Loch Ness?" Well, we did Loch Ness already. We didn't really do our research super well on that one. That was my fault because I just had a lot going on, but. The second question they always ask is, "Oh, is that Eliot Ness? Does that have to do with Eliot Ness?" So this one's for you, you strange elderly white man who approached me in the park and started asking me about Eliot Ness, and I didn't know.
Yeah, the park, not the hotel room.
Well, that was later, but the park was where
it started.
Yeah, it was where he first approached me, and so this is for you, buddy. I had never seen the film The Untouchables. So I said, hey.
Clearly, because you and these old men you are with.
We don't touch each other.
No.
We don't.
You touch each other's untouchables.
No. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I can't. I'm just trying to do an informative episode here. I didn't know who Eliot Ness, and I heard that before, let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable, like Eliot Ness.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, California Love.
Yeah.
And classic, but
also something every elderly white male knows.
Exactly.
All the lyrics.
Exactly. And you want to know something funny about that? I always thought he was saying untouchable, like the letters L-E-N-S, like because you're not supposed to touch a lens because you'll smear on it. That was like my misheard lyric of.
Just because of your views on life. Because you've been around lenses so long.
Yeah. Well, I know. I always knew you're not supposed to touch a lens, so that's what I always thought it was. But no, he was doing a reference to this film, Untouchables. So what we just did, we drank a little bit, and we watched this film, The Untouchables, a gangster movie, which I had never seen. You guys have both seen it, right? Alex, you'd seen it before?
Yeah, I saw it before.
Yeah, a long time ago, though.
Yeah.
What, many moons.
Yeah, and I never, was motivated to see it, because I saw brief pieces of it on TV, and always felt like it was like, this kind of looks like a shitty movie, so I don't really feel like going out of my way to watch it.
Don't you ever say that about a classic.
So I watched it, and I feel like I was right. Like, I just spent 2 hours of my life watching
I did not say you were wrong, but I said you don't say that about a classic.
I'll say what I want to say.
Okay, you these young kids born in the 90s and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a 90s baby.
You never been through a real war.
It started so good. It looked like it was going to lead into something
It did.
great.
There's it starts with this bird's eye shot down on Robert De Niro. He's Al Capone. He's jittering around and makes the guy cut him who's fucking shaving him. And then he's like, "Yeah, don't worry, you're all right. Hey,
taking an interview while being shaved with a straight razor,
and twitching around for the straight razor for some reason."
Y'all know Robert De Niro can't stay still. He got the shakes. He always had the fucking shakes. Every movie he's in, he got the fucking shakes.
Yeah. I mean,
especially now. Huh? Yeah, at his age.
Yeah. You want to know something else?
What?
I disagree with you. I think that movie looked amazing.
It was well shot. I'll give you
No,
that.
no. Let me finish.
Okay. Okay.
I think that movie looked amazing when they put together the cast.
Yeah.
That's when that movie looked amazing.
Yeah. It was a star-studded cast.
And then after that,
It was.
so what? You had a question? What were we doing?
I don't have any questions really. I just came in here to shit on Untouchables for 2 seconds, and we're out here. Thank you for
shit on it. The whole episode's about. Oh well, it's about Eliot and Ness.
Well, we're going to talk about Eliot and Ness. So I mean, this is a strange thing, you know. We
So
got this Ness culture.
Spinny. Hold on.
Okay,
We're fucking
oh,
up.
oh,
We're
you have
fucking
a
up.
question. You have a question.
No. We're fucking up. Okay. So Spinny, what's your Ness?
Eliot Ness is what we're doing today. This is the episode. Eliot Ness. If you're here, thank you for being here. I don't know why you're here for this one, but this is Eliot Ness, and we're doing it. We're going to talk about Eliot Ness, and we're going to do a deep dive on the little factoids about Eliot Ness that the common people don't know. Because I didn't even know who he was. The guy said that. I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. That sounds like that Dr. Dre line where he's talking about lenses. Wait, Untouchables. Hold on.
You know that type of daytime show where they do the like reenactment as they. This is based on a real story. Right?
Go for it.
It's based on the real story, but like they do the reenactment. This is like a really well shot, shitty daytime reenactment.
Yeah.
Of the story.
Yeah, I feel like.
So this movie is a Lifetime original.
Yeah, exactly. It's the 2 p.m. Lifetime original
of Eliot Ness story.
Well, and that's how I saw it. Like originally, it was just on daytime.
With a crazy big budget.
Yeah, I saw.
Well shot though.
It was well shot, and like my first experience with this movie was like daytime TV, edited for content. Oh, by the way, we got a live studio audience back here. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you, Will. Thank you for being here, and appreciate your general vibe.
He's like the flowers in Pee Wee Herman, you know. Like you got to say the right thing, and he goes.
If you want a drink, I got whiskey back there. It's all yours. Not all of it, but you know.
No. Will, he said you can have all his whiskey. Drink that shit.
I like how you bought
the
the.
background guy to do that. I got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So Eliot Ness. Let's talk about this guy for a second. I mean, so the movie The Untouchables. He was the leader of the Untouchables, and they were nicknamed the Untouchables because the whole point was that they weren't supposed to be. They
were virgins.
Exactly. They were probably also virgins.
Yes.
A couple of them said they were married, probably beards or, you know, whatever they called it back in those days. But the whole point was that they were uncorrupt because the Chicago police force was so corrupt. They were all tied in with Capone. You know, this is a Prohibition era movie. It's about Capone and Eliot Ness, the
1930.
FBI.
He's a fucking businessman.
Yeah.
He's a businessman.
Now, I always thought he was FBI, but he was a Treasury agent. That's what they said?
Yeah, that's what he said. He definitely said that.
When
Yeah.
Sean Connery finds him on the bridge and says, "Hey, why you carrying a gun?" And he's like, "I'm a Treasury agent." And he turns away. "What kind of cops you have around here? You walk away from an armed man." "How'd you know I was a Treasury agent?" "Well, what is it?" Sean Connery says.
Like, no one else would say that.
Yeah.
Like, no one would say that and not mean it.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Would pretend.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, folks, hey, choose happiness and watch a better mob movie like the Casino or Goodfellas. I was very bored by this one.
Or
I'm
even
sorry.
King of New York, our little palate cleanser afterwards.
Yeah, we did watch
No.
King of New
What
York.
was that shit you had me?
Oh, Bad Lieutenant with Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is getting jerked off.
Which smoking crack, like jerking off in front of some girlfriends, jerking him off in front of the boyfriend.
Yeah, bro, he was asking her some of the weirdest shit ever, bro. It was kind of petty.
It was very strange. He's like, "Oh, does your mom know you do this?"
Yeah, it was like, bro, what is going on?
But more engaging than most.
Yeah, the whole movie.
Most of the movie.
Yeah,
Definitely more.
I was like, I need to know what started this. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on? Like, I kind of want to watch that Nicolas Cage movie.
That would be a much better episode to do. We're just doing this because of the Ness, but I feel like we could just do like Maniness or something for Nick Cage.
I'm about to say because people know Untouchables. I've never even heard of that movie, but that fucking scene was
Yeah.
like, whoa, bro.
Well, fun fact about that was a remake. Bad Lieutenant with Nicolas Cage, Bad Lieutenant Port of Call, New Orleans, was a remake directed by Werner Herzog, He was like a famous German documentarian who just gives weird commentary on all his movies and is known in like the film community. But the original Bad Lieutenant was Harvey Keitel, who's been in a lot of Tarantino movies, some Scorsese.
Phenomenal.
You're always bringing up all this crazy shit, and we were just running clips, the other day, and somebody brought up the Loathing in Las
Fear
Vegas.
and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I've never heard of that shit until he said it, and then
it's
one of
fantastic.
our fans said something about it, like, "Oh, that sounds like it." I said, "Oh, you gotta watch the full episode because he says it later on in that clip."
That's a really fun movie. Have you watched it yet?
That's a wild movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That would be that would be Madness.
Yeah. Well, we already did Madness. That would be
last
psychedelicness
season.
or something. But for those who don't know, Alex doesn't do any drugs. Alex is a fucking Boy Scout. He doesn't fuck with any drugs. So it makes sense that it hasn't crossed your... And I don't do them either, but I had a bit of a curiosity in those things in my younger years. So
Younger years.
Yeah, I watched that show when I was in high school. I was like, whoa.
You're an old guy.
I watched that when I was in high school too, and it was like the trippiest.
It's like you don't need to do drugs. So you watch that movie sober, and it makes you feel like you're on drugs.
I did drugs every time I watched that movie.
Well, we're not gonna. This is going on the internet,
Yeah, whatever. It's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, bygones are bygones.
Let's look up Eliot Ness because like Sebastian said, it's based off a real person. So who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, so it's not Kevin Costner, this wholesome guy who rescues babies on the staircase
and protects Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was a real man, and this is what he looked like, folks. Look at that beautiful haircut there, right straight down the middle, side to side.
Yeah. He's definitely not related to the Three Stooges at all. He's 100% not related to the Three Stooges.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well,
he's a tourist. Oh no, that's still what you call it? That's still Aries. Right?
April 19th.
Yeah, I think that. No, it's like 18th or some shit. I don't know.
Are we doing astrology? I need to look up Eliot Ness astrology for this one.
He'd be an Aries.
You think he's an Aries?
Yeah.
I feel like he's an Aries because it's like the warrior
I think
spirit.
it's
21st or 22nd is usually when it shifts.
Yeah. So he's an Aries, so he's cool. Yeah, he's a cool guy. That's why.
It was April 19th, right?
Yes.
You guys are going to be right. I'm just like confirming just for the people. Aries, yes.
Trust
Aries.
but verify.
Boom. Trust but verify. Boom.
Oh,
Aries.
but he's a borderline. He's
It's
on
the
that day.
21st, right? Like usually it's the 21st.
But no, that's at 19th.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
usually the other one starts on the 19th too, or
Maybe
something like that.
that's why he's so complicated.
Yeah. He doesn't even know what he is.
So, an interesting thing about Eliot Ness, the connection to the Bay, Ness Culture is a Bay Area clothing brand. Sorry, I had to.
No, you don't.
Because everyone could hear it. You got.
No.
I don't have a mute button yet.
Who gives a fuck about the mute button? They can just think I'm doing whatever I'm doing. Shit.
The weather changed, by the way. This is like months delayed. So if you're watching this now, Alex doesn't have allergies now. Don't worry about it. We're all good over here. Everything's chill.
You don't know what I'll have in the fucking future.
That's true.
I might have a fucking dragon's tail. Motherfucker, don't tell these people shit. They don't know shit.
You just went through the fucking allergy gauntlet.
Yeah.
Windy fucking day.
Man, sunny, hella hot, then hella...
Hang out with my dog.
Literally, the weather was like... It was like... sometimes I look at the weather, right? Shit, literally, I woke up and it was like 20 degrees hotter than yesterday. I'm like, oh, okay, it's going to be a heat wave. Next day, 15 degrees colder than yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this bipolar ass weather.
They'll get you. But bringing it back to the Bay, what's your Ness? Ness Culture is this brand of clothing. We got the Ness in there, and elder Caucasians, half of them apparently think that it's about Eliot Ness, and they feel so empowered to come up and say, "Hey, is that about Eliot Ness?" Like they just random people come up to me in public when I'm wearing Ness and ask me that. But I feel like there's another connection here because. While Eliot Ness, he went to the University of Chicago. He majored in political science and business administration. He went back to get a graduate degree and took a course in criminology from a guy named Algus Vollmer, a noted police reformer and chief of the Berkeley Police. So that's Bay Area 5-0. We're talking back in the freaking 20s here. This guy, I don't really know nothing about this guy, but Oh, he look. You don't want that guy pulling you over. Yeah. This is a little.
Yeah, he looked like he went to fucking Vietnam War or something.
Wait, so read it
in 55.
Well, reading just the beginning thing, Vollmer played an influential role in introducing early 20th century police reforms, which increasingly militarized police departments.
Yeah, he definitely has that face.
Yeah,
He very much has that face. I mean,
when he was in the War of 1812, he was traumatized.
yeah, Mr. Vollmer. Hey, I guess great way to rep the Bay. Berkeley Police Department, big militarization guy. But it does tie in to Eliot, to our boy Eliot Ness. He's very, very much like, we're going to enforce the law. What was that scene? He gets this big battery ram to go in, and they end up getting nothing.
Snowplow.
Yeah,
snowplow. Yeah, it wasn't a battering ram. It was like an early wannabe battering ram. Snowplow.
Yeah,
let's go do some good.
That's what it was.
Maybe the worst line in the whole movie.
All right, guys. Well,
let's go do some good.
It was actually perfect for what ended up happening because they raided the thing, and then there was no booze there whatsoever. It was like the class. Like, I mean, Narcos did it a lot better.
He's caught holding the umbrella for the
camera shot. Let's go do some good. Hey. But yeah, it was these prohibition guys, and he was very strict. His whole squad of untouchables, he was very like, oh, none of you guys can have a single drink. Because we're enforcing this. I enforce the laws of the land.
Just for those who don't know, this is 1930s. This is when prohibition was. So alcohol was illegal.
Yeah, Eliot Ness was up against Al Capone, the Prohibition era. Shouts out to
all the Canadian whiskey that was coming through.
Shouts out to the Canadians.
Post-depression drinking, all the Rockefellers and all the big parties.
Well, a fun thing we learned during that. This is what I like about some of these historical movies, because you're like, wait, is that just some movie shit? And then you Google it. They're smuggling in Canadian whiskey. We're like, was whiskey legal during that era? And then
in Canada, we was trying to figure out if they had prohibition.
Yeah, and we looked it up, and it turns out it was illegal to sell it in Canada, but it was still legal to produce whiskey, produce liquor, and export it around the world legally.
Well, I don't think Americans were making any booze, but the Canadians followed suit with the whole purist prohibition.
What about the tub moonshine and shit? Like,
no. So for sure, they're still making it bathtub gin, moonshine, and then I think didn't NASCAR come out of the whole?
Yeah, I heard that because they were making these souped up cars.
More powerful, yeah.
Wait, I've never heard about this. This is the origin of NASCAR was prohibition?
Yeah. They were making these souped up cars to get away from the police during prohibition.
Bigger, and more powerful engines.
Yeah, and that
way they could outrun the cops.
That spawned.
What was it called? It was called. It's not rum runners because that was out in the ships in the Caribbean, but it was
Moonshiners, I think.
Moonshiners, but no, there was a name about the people that would drive the cars, like
bootlegger.
Yeah, bootlegger, I guess.
I'm just over here, guys. I can't carry a conversation about this shit while I'm Googling, but I'm going to keep looking it up. But that makes sense.
Man, just take our word for it, man. We're older than you.
Yeah. I think this
is spoken history.
You guys are old fucks.
But this is kind of like, I think, a slight origin story of the American, like, big engine, because they kept making bigger and bigger. Like back in the day, it's the Fords and the Packards and all these, like, gorgeous old cars, which actually I was pretty impressed with the movie. They found a shitload of period piece cars for that movie, with some of these scenes having like 20 or 30 different cars in it. But
okay, here's the thing I'll say about the movie. Beautiful grand set pieces, period piece, well decorated.
What's up with all these periods and stuff, bro? Like, you guys are menstruating? Or what do you keep talking about periods for?
I got one of
it happens, it's a natural cycle.
I see what you did there.
But no, I'm just saying it was a beautiful period piece. As far as like they had all these cars.
There was bloody. A guy got his head shot off. I guess I see what you're saying about the periods.
Actually, the baseball scene was all right with the.
Oh, the baseball scene was pretty nice too.
Yeah. That was a good. That was.
I don't think that would have been a home run though. That probably would have been like a double, maybe a triple.
Yeah, as a scene, I wouldn't say it was a home run, but definitely it was like you could tell that Brian De Palma. He made Scarface, the director of this movie. Let's talk about him. Made Scarface.
Oh yeah. Let's bring up the director and we'll bounce.
So
the director that did this movie also did
Scarface, Carrie, Carlito's Way, and
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, and Mission Impossible, the original Mission Impossible. Brian De Palma did that.
I don't know if that's the original. I think is that the one with Tom Cruise?
Mission Impossible, 1996.
But that's not the original. The original's a show, huh? Mission Impossible.
I think so, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the first movie with him in it. But I think it might. If it wasn't a movie, it was a show before that.
And I cared so little for all those movies.
The first one,
I know it's iconic. I get
Carlito's Way, you didn't like?
No.
No, I'm talking about Mission Impossible.
Oh, yeah.
Carlito's Way I actually did like. Al
Fantastic
Pacino.
movie.
You got Sean Penn as the coked out lawyer. Yeah, it was a fun. I haven't seen it.
He did Bodyguard?
But Body Double.
Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck?
Yeah, Untouchables, Carrie, Scarface, Blowout.
Thing for Kevin Costner.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, oh shit, they just kept working together.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
He's got more thing for Al Pacino, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I think his style in the whole movie was I could tell it had a lot of it felt like Scarface in a lot of scenes. There was even one part, it was in the accountant's office or something, where it was all red and the office just looked just like Tony Montana's office. I'm like, oh, you guys just took the office from Tony Montana and copied it for this movie. And I think that microcosm of a thought kind of carried out as far as let's have this grandiose music, and the music's by Ennio Morricone, the great freaking composer and spaghetti westerns and all that.
All the clothing was Giorgio Armani.
All the clothing they credited that very loud in the beginning. Clothing by Giorgio Armani. Everyone's in the same fucking suit.
Yeah, his name before a lot of the actors. He had his name before a lot of the actors, man.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I wasn't enthused by it. And I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm just saying it might be a good one to watch a little stoned and drunk. Like, I'm glad we were drinking. I'm glad it was kind of a chiller watch, and it wasn't like, oh, you need to watch this movie.
Okay. I'll say it.
Say it.
Spinny is basically telling you, put this on if you're trying to get some head. Like, you're not going to pay attention to it.
Great Netflix and chill.
You're not going to miss anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you ever want to come over and entertain a young lady, put on Untouchables. Because you'll get touched fast.
So what was up with that guy who was...
And then take off the unmentionables, right?
Yeah.
What's the unmentionables?
Like your chonies and bra.
Okay.
Spinny. These kids, man.
I don't know these old school terms, I've never seen the Untouchables.
You got some of your unmentionables hanging around the room here, man.
Yeah.
Don't talk about my chin like that.
Give her the line I always say, it's like, it looks good on you, but it'll look better on the floor,
Oh, I like that. That's very swaggy.
Yeah.
I would,
as the kids say.
As the
Riz.
Yeah.
That's how you riz them. Right
okay,
there.
yeah. I thought you were gonna say as the kids say. I was like, well, yeah, as the kids say in 2011 versus swaggy. But yeah, it's Riz now. These Rizzlers.
You gotta have that Riz,
Do you think Al Capone had Riz?
Zero.
I'm saying in his life, do you think the actual Al Capone? You don't think he had any Riz?
Zero.
I think he was actually pretty good public speaker to the press and stuff. That was there was always, I think the news loved him because he was just constantly doing these little. But
all his Riz was there, and it wasn't in the vagine, and that's why he did all the horrible things he did. Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. He died of syphilis, right?
Well, yeah, he died of syphilis
in jail. In prison, I think.
Well, things happen. Moving on.
Yeah, because but I'm saying that sounds like somebody paying for box.
Paying for box, yeah. Don't pay for box because your friends will often, everyone has box,
Yeah.
Is that red box,
hey man, if you pay for Redbox, bro, that's a you thing, man.
That better be on discount, or it could be upcharged if it's a kink thing, though.
It could be upcharged, if it's a kink.
People don't know what we're talking about.
I thought Redbox was where we got the VHS for the DVD for this.
We did, but we were doing double entendre.
Untouchables, sorry.
Yeah.
No, Unmentionables is what we were talking about. We were talking about those Unmentionables about that box.
So who was that guy? He was the evil cop. He shot the guys in the spoiler alert. Some people get shot in an elevator in Untouchables. The evil cop. The crooked cop, the cop who worked for Capone who shot the guys in the elevator.
The guy, he was playing Frank Nitti.
Frank Nitti.
Wait, no, he wasn't a cop.
No, but he was dressed up as a cop when he did that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think the whole little cut scene. There's a lot of little unnecessary scenes in that movie, but they cut to the chief of police watching him and doing.
Yeah, it was. I liked how it was like a very quick cut when they show him in the police outfit getting off.
Is that his name? Something Drago?
That is his name. Billy Drago.
Billy Drago. He was the one who tries to do a dance off with Michael Jackson in Rock My World video.
Yeah.
Oh, see, hey, man, correlations, man. So the guy that plays Frank Nitti was in Michael Jackson's "You Rock My World" video.
You ain't got nothing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
You try to dance off with Michael Jackson, man.
Hey, man, that's like us trying to dance battle with Chris Brown.
If that was the realm of the dance battle, like that would be an epic, like conflict resolution, like nationwide, geopolitical. Okay, you got to have a dance off.
Well, that was actually better than the movie. The Michael Jackson video was better than
The Untouchables.
Yeah, I would say.
I would probably agree. Well, because it was so much quicker, and you get the same kind of vibe, but it's still
also shot well.
Yeah. But this guy Billy Drago, I recognized his face a little bit, maybe from that video, but I had never.
He looks kind of like a post-surgery Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he's got a good creepy look. He's like a good creepy villain, and if you look at his freaking thing here, not a lot of shot. Well, he was
resume.
Yeah, his resume. Pale Rider, I've seen. I don't remember who he was in that. Maybe one of the villains. Lords of Salem, a creepy movie.
I think he's a villain in every movie.
Yeah, he just gets that character actor. Yeah, he does. And you know that's okay. But
Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah, wait.
He
was in the Hills. I want to know who he was in Hills Have Eyes. Actually,
he's probably an old guy at that point.
Yeah, I wonder if he was the guy. Yeah, he wouldn't, because the guy with had the chains was hella young. But like Billy Drago, Hills Have Eyes. See, this is why. Like, thank you for tuning into this episode. I'm sure this is super interesting for everyone out there watching this entire episode right now.
Oh my God,
we did this for all the old white men.
We did.
They're gonna be like, yeah, they're yelling at the screen right now, like he was in fucking Hills Has Eyes. Yeah, he did this.
I remember Eliot Ness.
Yeah, remember
school.
Hey, you know what this is? You know what this episode's for? It's for all the member berries.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely for member berries.
Yeah, you gotta get those member berries. I remember
Billy
Eliot Ness.
Billy Drago.
That's what you mean. I had no idea what member berry is.
Oh,
It's from South Park. It's a South Park reference.
We have so many South Park references.
Well, I
on this.
watched a lot of South Park. I just don't remember that one.
Yeah, you don't remember the berries? It's just like newer episodes. I don't know if you watched some of the newer episodes, but yeah, they got these. When Trump was like first getting in, they were like had these member berries, and they was just basically like reminiscing about shit that happened in the 80s, and it was like getting everybody else like riled up, and they were like, yeah, things did used to be better.
Remember Star Wars?
Like Rich.
We're not talking names here.
In the 80s.
It was like remember these pop culture references from back then. Anyways, I found who he played. Papa Jupiter in Hills Have Eyes. This was a personal curiosity because I remember seeing that movie. I snuck in to see that movie in the theater and thought it was pretty raw because I was too young to see it.
Is he eating somebody's heart in that picture?
He's eating something in that picture, probably human, judging by the content of the movie. But I guess he was he's the least deformed, but he's kind of the leader, overarching antagonist of the movie. I haven't seen I don't really want to watch it again, honestly. I don't know if you saw the Hills Have Eyes remake. You ever see it?
Yeah, I'm out.
It was gruesome. It had a nice comeback.
It was gruesome, yeah.
The comeback was good, but anyways, hey, we're talking about this Papa Jupiter guy. We got NASCAR Prohibition, Brian De Palma, Eliot Ness. This is, You Rock My World, but
that was a good.
Uh-oh. Hey, we're talking. Hey, cancel.
Dude, stop.
Cancel. Stop. We're live on the internet here. This is what happens when you do a podcast in a basement.
Live on air.
Yeah, we're not actually live, but we aren't going to edit this because we're lazy, so it's basically live.
When the movie started and his phone started playing, what did it say? It was like, you're bigger than us.
Mine's bigger than yours.
Mine's bigger than yours.
Which was actually appropriate because Sebastian's TV is actually bigger than mine, and that was the whole reason I was like, you got to go over there and watch it.
You want to know what's funny about that? That was a clip that from me and him doing a drunkenness episode that was playing.
Oh yeah.
But talking about drinks.
And I was talking about my drink. I was talking about my martini. I was like, mine's bigger than yours.
I actually thought it was porn that you were watching. Like, like open your phone and mine's bigger than yours.
Yeah. I said my bad, guys. I was watching some stuff last night. But no, it was actually a clip of me and Spinny.
Alex says just roll around watching porn though, so you weren't far up. No, you don't really. I don't think I've ever been in a situation with you where accidentally had porn come up. I know there was that one situation with me, and we're not going to talk about it, and I appreciate you for not bringing it up, where I had it on my phone, but...
I'm just saying, me personally, I don't believe in porn. Unless I'm in it.
Why's that?
Like it doesn't exist?
Unless you're in it?
Or...
So, you said Rock My World? What happened? What happened in the world, Rock?
Yeah, no. Well,
well, in Rock My World, it's pretty unbelievable because Michael Jackson's got this woman, he's talking to Chris Rock, and he's like, she's the one, Chris, she's the one. But it's like so unbelievable when he goes after her. Maybe that's like your like disbelief of porn, is it's always unbelievable, huh?
No. My disbelief in porn is that I watched it from like 2nd grade to like 8th, and it's childish to me now.
2nd grade?
Yeah. I had older siblings.
It's like still loading.
yeah, that was back in the day too, because you're an old fella.
I have siblings that are like 7, 8 years older than me, so then it's like they're doing stuff, and then like I'm sneaking to try to go behind them to do stuff, and then you find things. Yeah.
Things happen.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. I wonder if Eliot Ness ever.
You think you ever watched? Do you think he was watching that porn where they show like, oh,
no,
she's showing a little ankle there?
I think it would have had to be live at that point.
No,
dude.
whatever porn he was watching was full bush.
Yeah,
it was full bush. For
so
sure.
the first one I ever saw was full bush.
Oh no, they were trimmed and
Are you?
laid.
Am I older than you?
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
You could just look young.
Huh? Who? What, me?
Yeah.
No. I'm actually young. Spinny's just like a baby.
I'm a baby.
He is a baby.
Ooh. Fresh produce. Ness culture socks.
But now, being a film kid and all, you know, I hate to do it, and I know us film kids are very annoying. But this is my episode. I get some time to just come in and jerk off a little bit. So you could tell that Brian De Palma was one of those film kids who was in film school. Maybe he didn't even go to film school, but he was around film knowledgeable people, and they made him watch the Battleship Potemkin, a classic Russian film from 1925. And he felt, he was like, oh, this was the original raising of the stakes, because it's all about, in the scene in a film, it's all about raising the stakes, you know. Ooh, so if something goes wrong, it could go really wrong here. And in...
Are you talking about the baby carriage? I'm
talking about the baby carriage.
The stroller scene.
Yeah, there's a whole scene in Untouchables where they're trying to capture this witness and kill the gangsters, and there's a baby rolling down the stairs amidst the gunfire, and they got to protect the little baby.
The great shootout at the end of the fucking end of the kind of the concluding shootout.
Yeah, the concluding shootout, which I'm so sorry, Brian De Palma. Loved Scarface, loved it. Very underwhelming. Sorry, and I know you used the whole Battleship attempt. It was like, oh, we're gonna raise the stakes and have this baby in the carriage.
It seemed contrived.
It was very contrived.
Even the baby stroller got hit by bullets. But no, the baby stroller got hit by bullets.
They got some strays going through it. Through the bottom. Yeah.
And then there were real sailors,
Navy in their Cracker Jacks.
Just fucking just in
just
between it, just standing up like, what is that, gunfire? Oh,
just getting clipped hard.
It looked like they were like, I'm gonna try to help, and then they all got shot.
See, I didn't see that. It just looked like
extras.
Stand up and get shot. Okay.
I get to wear some Navy Cracker Jacks. All right, I'm in.
Yeah, it was just so not believable.
But I'm gonna take a little break here, so I can sip my drink and hit my vape and all that. And we're gonna show you the scene that when you think of Eliot Ness and when you think of Untouchables and you think of Brian De Palma trying to make a classic gangster film in 1987 to just like wow the masses, he was pulling from the Battleship Potemkin.
Let's go do
Runaway Baby Carriage.
Let's go do some good.
No, we're not doing nothing. we're gonna smoke some weed here
with the Batmobile fucking snowplow.
I skipped it right to the part here They better not copyright this. I feel like this is public domain because it's like 1920s.
The fuck is going on?
This is a classic Russian film. So this is what he was Brian De Palma was doing here.
It's a damn silent film.
Yeah, this is 1925 in Russia. What are you,
Oh, she had an orgasm before she died.
yeah, all the gunplay was very sexual. Yeah.
Was that Swanson? Was that fucking product placement?
Okay, this is where's the freaking scene with the baby?
The baby's right
I gotta skip it. I gotta skip it a little bit because it's. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the carriage. It's rolling down the stairs. Oh no! And there's this battle happening.
Oh my god, that guy's ugly.
So I feel like Brian De Palma.
That baby put his hands up. He's enjoying it.
Yeah, he's having fun. It's a fun ride. I feel like what's his name? Brian De Palma saw this and was like, you know what? I get the idea that they were going for with the baby carriage rolling down the stairs. You know,
And all this chaos going on around it.
Exactly. It's a like very chaotic, terrifying situation, and there's a baby. So I get what he was going for there. I still think, you know, you could do the baby in peril could be done a lot better, and it was done a lot better. In fact, in 2006, you guys ever seen Children of Men? You ever seen Children of Men?
Oh yeah.
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 Alex, you seen Children of Men?
No, I didn't watch any of this stuff.
Okay, that's actually a good ass movie.
You said this like 7
times.
times.
It's the sterility of like mankind.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah.
And there's mostly men because.
Yeah, no one can have babies
No one can have
anymore.
babies.
And there's one woman who births the baby, and so this guy's just like protecting this baby. It's like the final scenes where it's the world has gone to absolute shit because there's no more babies, and everyone's just fighting over resources and being hella fucked to each other. The fascists and the anti-fascists are all just blowing shit up and just being fucking assholes. And this one baby is like fucking being carried through and it was like, okay, now the baby thing has finally been done right. Children of Men, go check it out. Alfonso
that doesn't
Cuarón,
even make
shout
sense.
out.
Is it a baby girl?
It's a baby girl.
Okay, it makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's like, yeah, it's another fucking guy. We got a little guy now.
And that was the thing. The movie opens up with the youngest person on Earth, the youngest living human, who was 18 years old, got assassinated, and it was like big news, and everyone's just so depressed about it. It's just this very depressing movie, but
it
like
doesn't
so
matter.
epically shot.
Men can have babies until they're like fucking 80.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Who cares if an 18-year-old died, man?
Victor Hugo.
If I'm 90 and it doesn't even have to get up, just get it out. Just get everything out of it.
Didn't Victor Hugo have his like last kid? He's 92 or something like that.
See, look it up. Shit, did Victor do 92?
Did Victor Hugo have a child at 92? Did Victor Hugo have a child at 92? Have a child at... Sorry, I type slower than I talk, but faster than I listen.
His youngest, I guess.
Did he live to 92?
Bro, I don't even know what to look for here. This is just like...
Yeah.
This is dead air moment right now. But
don't worry about it.
I do want to look that up after because how old can sperm procreate until 160? Like say we get medically able to go till 160. You think jizz will still be?
Yeah, I think jizz is still good. I think that shit it keeps repro. You know, because like every woman's born with all of her eggs, and your shit's just like yeah, it's like a factory. It's like we'll make some more. Like don't even worry.
Yeah.
Machinery's not working that well. Don't worry, we'll make some more. We got more for you. Now, like I said, I will say that it might not be the best jizz, but it's still jizz. It still can get the job done.
You think it would be like if because I heard Robert De Niro and Al Pacino both recently had kids and they're like in their 80s or 70s, late 70s, early 80s. Do you think that it like the kid born from that jizz would have like an old soul?
I I think
So, what were you saying, Sebastian?
I was gonna say, I think maybe that jizz is like rattlesnake venom. You know, they say the little rattlesnake babies, like that's the one that's gonna kill. That's the bite that's gonna really for sure kill you. Maybe the older rattlesnake holds a little back, but yeah, maybe it is a like little old soul venom.
Oh, hold on. What about this? Hey, you thought about this? What if it's like super concentrated, so just like your best jizz?
That's the baby rattlesnake. It's like
Oh, okay. So yeah, baby fucking rattlesnake, man.
the old jizz is
that
like,
good. Yeah,
it's like more of a like great white shark. Like it's just an experimental bite.
yeah, it's that good shit.
Still bites, but
It's like an aged whiskey. Yeah, it's like it's been in the barrel for a long time.
you like your whiskey old enough to at least vote.
Yeah.
18 years,
This XO. This is XO come for you, baby. Been brewing this shit since the Depression. Here you go.
This is from the era. Eliot Ness missed this barrel.
Yeah.
But I feel like it is, because you think about it's like Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. You think of those names are like very, as a film nerd and a film guy who's just like, oh yeah, Battleship Potemkin and all this shit. Sorry for doing that earlier, you guys, by the way. But the whole idea of it, maybe they've just do you think their energy, that length of maturity and their life experience, there's because generational traumas, I think there's generational greatness that somehow happened in there, and I'm intrigued by that. I mean, that's interesting.
They think so.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely am gonna do some research personally, and I'll get back to you.
In about 50 years.
Yeah, 50 years. I'm gonna have a kid, and then we'll answer these questions for you. What's Your Ness podcast will still be a thing. We might be teleporting into your living room by then, but we're going to answer this question, you guys. Don't think we're going to leave you with this cliffhanger and not answer.
And I was just curious about that. I don't know anything about Robert De Niro's girl. I guess she's 45. So
how did she have the baby? Whoa! Well, that's impressive.
Yeah, but she's 45, but he's 80, so there's only a 35-year difference there. It's not that bad.
Between them, they have 125 years of experience.
Yeah, exactly. That's like some crazy shit right there.
A wise child.
How many kids does she have to be having one at 45? That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, now, do you think this movie won any awards? Either of you guys? I know you're getting back there to get a drink of it.
Actually, I know this movie won one award because it was the only good thing about this movie, and it was James Bond. James Bond won the award for being the best James Bond he could be in The Untouchables.
Oh yeah, you want to do some real police work. I enjoyed Sean Connery in the movie. Some of it was goofy, but you could tell he was a little older, kind of started to not really care, but also he had that level of not caring enough that it fit with the role in a way that was kind of cool, I think.
And I feel like it was just because if anybody's acting in that movie was good, it was Sean Connery's.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro was mediocre. Kevin Costner was decent. And then it was like a bunch of filler people, really. So it was like, if anybody was going to get something, it should have been Sean Connery, and he did. He got Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, Best Supporting Actor. I think he won an Academy Award, Golden Globe, and all the other shit, where they all kind of jerk each other off. Hey, we're all just here. We're here. We're shaping the minds of millions with our films and spraying on all of you, spraying our impressions. And Sean Connery he's a classic. He's James Bond. He's a fun guy. He did have a fun scene, and I've heard this line many times, minus the racial slur that's in it. I'm going to play it for you folks in a second, and I want to apologize in advance.
This episode's definitely getting flagged.
Yeah, no, we don't want to. We don't like slurs on this episode, but he's referencing. Actually, it was an early predictive reference of the Cardi B song with Megan Thee Stallion that was a hit during the pandemic. But we're going to take a quick look at this scene. And just enjoy ourselves here. So this is basically where one of the mob killers is coming to the house, because Sean Connery's one of these hard-hitting cops. They're really getting to the mob, making them uncomfortable, fucking with their supply chain, doing all this, and so they send some guys out to take care of him. And most of the scene is shot from the perspective of the mob guy stalking Sean Connery. And so this is when he comes in and tries to get him for that final kill. I hope we don't get copyright flagged for this. You know, hey, it's just a little scene here, so I'm gonna talk over the music just so we don't get copyright flagged for the second where there's some music. But you know,
oh, shotty.
Yep.
Double barrel. Yeah, baby. You know what that is.
Just like a wow.
What? Wet ass pussy. Hey.
Hey, you were talking over the whole line.
Why do you call him a wet ass pussy?
Well, he said, look, you're just like a wet fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
expletive is great.
just like an expletive, you come in, you bring a knife to a gunfight. And I've heard that line. Now, was that a line before this movie came out?
I think that's probably from old westerns. Yeah.
That's like a very old line, right?
You don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
I feel like it's like common sense. Like I've heard so many people, but then I'm like, I feel like a lot of the people who have said this line to me in my life didn't watch The Untouchables, so it's a very classic line.
Yeah.
But people that they heard it from probably did.
But you throw a bunch of things that are, what was the other one that you said your dad used to say?
I'm not going to say that on the air. Come on, no.
Moving on.
This is a no snitch podcast, and that has nothing to do with that. My dad's in a good place now. I don't need to bring up that little goofy. Yeah, my dad has some funny, and it had nothing to do with anything offensive.
They're recycling a bunch of old lines. Is the point? Like
Yeah.
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah.
Sean Connery's Scottish accent was perfect, though.
It was perfect. Well, because he's Scottish, you know. Did you know that Sean Connery's Scottish?
I thought he was putting that on.
No.
Isn't James Bond British?
Yeah, but everyone knew he was Scottish. I mean, that's why he got all the
Scotland Faber.
That's why he got all the action. You know, he was over there. They're like, yeah, okay, British. Like they didn't really have a cool British guy until Pierce Brosnan. Is Pierce Brosnan even British? He's British, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, he was like because Roger Moore was like comedy. Anyways, now we're going on a James Bond rant. Whatever. Hey, this has been a really fun episode. We're still going, by the way. I'm still drinking. Are you drinking?
Yeah, I just ran out, actually.
Well,
maybe I can have my
corner guy.
Will, how you doing back there? I don't mean to bore you with all this like weird movie trivia, and we're just talking. I feel like you've just been back there chilling, and I just appreciate you for being here.
Oh no, you make my ADD feel like a normal person.
Thank you. That's what I've been wanting to hear.
Appreciate you.
So a common theme
tip at the end.
A common theme in this movie.
Yeah. That's where my tip is too.
Oh, don't get him started on his tip. You get Alex started on his tip, we're gonna be here all night, and it's not gonna be pleasant for 3 of the guys in this room.
It's a long tip.
Jesus Christ!
It's all tip.
Yeah, it's all tip. It's great. Hey, you're headed in the right direction.
Oh man! So one of the what I did like, one of the little foreshadowing cute things they did in the movie is they had this little cute nerdy accountant guy. They're like, "Oh, you're a law enforcement. You got a badge? Well, now you got a gun." He's like the square guy, little guy with the glasses. You know, he's like, "Hey, we're looking into these financial records of Al Capone, and you got to figure this out." And they put him in a gun, and he gets lucky in a little shootout, and then he ends up getting whacked in a friggin'. This is a bit of a spoiler, but he ends up getting whacked later, very unfairly. But I think it was maybe karma because he got very lucky when the guy was reloading and he fucking beat him down with the butt of the rifle. Anyway, why are we talking about this? Look, they had an accountant in the movie, and the whole point of having this accountant was the whole time he's foreshadowing, like, hey, look, there's some financial records here that don't add up. Maybe we could get him on that, because they're just trying to bust the booze, trying to get him doing shady shit and whatnot. But he's all about the paper trail and the money, and that's how they brought down Al Capone, as you know.
IRL.
Yeah,
IRL. That's how that's what his downfall was.
Yeah,
was a tax evasion.
And they did show that in the movie. That was the whole. They put him away in the.
So do your taxes.
Yeah, do your taxes. It was what was it? Tax evasion, spearheaded, and Anyway.
But you would think too that if they sent Kevin Costner from the Treasury Department to come after him, wasn't it because he didn't pay taxes?
Yeah, that was the whole point.
But that's why they sent the other guy, I think
The accountant, dude.
Yeah,
To
I
back
think
him
Kevin
up,
Costner.
I need
I think
help.
Eliot Ness thought he was like a real agent, and they were like, nah.
Yeah, because
We're gonna
I
bust
mean,
him on something
and
else.
maybe it was different in real life, but I feel like the whole movie, yeah, they painted it where Kevin Costner's like this cowboy. He's out there trying to do all this and that and break it down and get booze on the table.
What did they call him?
He's a treasury agent.
No, but on the thing when he failed, when he got the umbrellas, they said
yeah.
Crusader. They called him a Crusader,
Yeah.
Crusader cop.
Mr. Ness, are you a crusader?
For the Treasury Department.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's pretty interesting, you know. Prohibition. I mean, and it's I think the whole Canada thing is crazy too. That it was still legal to produce alcohol and export it legally, but of course they're exporting a fuck ton to the United States, as they had some friends and the little Mounties were over there. But what the fuck are those guys gonna do? And
Do you think the Canadians were drinking through their prohibition and just like polite about it? Like,
absolutely.
sorry, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Sorry, I thought it was maple syrup,
Yeah.
And I got drunk.
I'm sorry, bud. And then
Yeah.
Let the maple syrup sit too long.
Yeah.
Turned into this Canadian whiskey, eh?
Yeah. But I'm sorry.
Fucking A.
I mean, because Canadians love fucking drinking, but
Yeah.
at least the ones I met. But I think they, yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I want to do more research into that. See, that I feel like I'm underprepared. Well, it won't be that'll be a Canadian drunkenness episode that we'll figure out later on, because I want to figure out the history of drinking in Canada.
Canadianness?
Canadianness, yeah. Let's get it going.
That might be a good one.
It would be a good one.
Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. Freaking-
Hey, Trailer Park Boys, shout out to Trailer Baba.
They do be drinking. Now Ness, Eliot Ness's exploits were heavily publicized in the press, and it made him one of the first celebrity lawmen. They kind of explored that in the movie, and they sort of portrayed that as one of the ways that got him in trouble, or not got him in trouble, but got him kind of stalked a little more, you know, because the press is out there, you know, being like, oh, this is the guy, and then the people
making him kind of a big lawman figure.
Yeah, and the people see that, and then they come in and
with his
like,
his part down the middle.
Yeah. They didn't have the part down the middle down the movie. They made his hair look good in the movie, I thought. Did you think his hair looked good in the movie?
Well, better than that picture, yeah. But I mean,
Much better.
Yeah. He, like I said, he looked like a member of the Three Stooges in that Wikipedia fucking photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you guys... I got to ask an honest question right now, and this is like a true test of our friendship. Would you guys still hang out with me if my hair looked like that? If I had the Eliot Ness hair, would you guys still be down to kick it? Even if I acted exactly the same, but I just started heavily rocking this haircut every single day, would you guys still hang out with me?
I'm not gonna lie. He kind of reminds me of the quiet Brazilian. Like his face.
His face, yeah. We're talking
face-
about a friend, but
His face looks like him to me.
no. But I'm saying, if I like that exact haircut, this one right here, if I started rocking that, would you guys like? But I acted exactly the same. Would you guys hang out with me as much as you do?
Not in public.
Yes, but there'd be more jokes at your expense.
Oh, true.
Best
True.
answer.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And that's why I'm not going to do
I thought
it.
that was implied.
That's why I'm not going to do it, because I do love the jokes, but sometimes they get tiring, you guys.
I'd be like, bro, why are you wearing a butt crack?
I don't I don't think you have like the thick straight hair that would take the, you know.
Oh, with enough hold, I could definitely. I could do that
he has
tonight
the
if you wanted
moose.
me
He has
to.
the moose. If
Yeah.
he mooses
I don't
it,
think so. I think your hair would fight back, dude.
No, it would after a time. But if I kept the moose with me, I was just consistently reapplying it. See, because you're dodging the question now, Seb. Would you invite me over as much? Would we hang out as much if I just really started rocking this?
I mean, I don't really care about your hair, so
Thank you, man.
do what you do, man.
I do. I was heartbroken when you cut your hair.
I know. I'm sorry.
He didn't even call me before and asked me if it was okay.
It felt really good to do.
Wow. Yeah, don't call me when you're doing stuff that
Yeah,
feels really
yeah.
good.
That's what I thought. You don't want me to call you when I'm about to
Hey,
get
Eliot
off.
Ness died fucking kind of young. He was only like 54.
Yeah. How do you die? Oh, well, we need to talk about how he died.
Was it
That's
the
important.
drink?
Oh yeah.
When Prohibition ended, you hadn't drank in a long time, and you overdid it like a fucking college freshman? Or?
That's literally what happened. Well, okay, so in the end of the movie, spoiler alert, they go, okay, what are you going to do now? You put away Al Capone. He goes, and they just reformed alcohol. There's no more prohibition. He's like, well, I think I need a drink. Because he was always like, oh, I got to follow the law. And I think that was the most fucked up thing about prohibition, besides probably all the numerous lives it destroyed. But the fact that Eliot Ness, this man who follows the law, all of a sudden, this thing is legal. So he goes out and maybe overdoes it. I think that's true, right? He died of was it alcohol that killed him? Or he had an alcohol issue, I think.
Yeah, this is how rumors are made. Yeah, so let's move on.
No. We're not doing rumors about a guy that died in fucking 1920, whenever
That's
the
the
fuck.
best people to make rumors about.
Yeah.
Those are
He
those are
doesn't have
public
an
domain
estate.
rumors. Yeah.
He doesn't have an estate to sue us. No, like those perfect. Those are easy fucking victims. Like yeah. You know what I heard? John Wayne. It's like anything you say after that, you could be true.
He died of a heart attack. That's what I just found out. But
Yeah, it was a drinking heart attack. Okay, so next.
yeah, no. I did read that somewhere. Hold on, I can't find it exactly here. But no,
4 out of 5 dentists say that his drinking is what killed him.
exactly.
The 5th dentist says it's a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that after all the shit that was in the movie, Eliot Ness, for all of his life, he kind of had a problem with alcoholism.
Well, maybe if he could just had one glass of red wine every night, then he wouldn't have had the heart attack.
But you know
Studies
what?
show.
You know what that kind of leads to though? It's like people who died like in the 80s and early 90s, like people who died from AIDS, they never said that they died from AIDS. They died from whatever the complication of AIDS was.
Well, because they called it gay cancer back in the 80s.
No.
Yeah,
But
no
I'm
idea.
saying he didn't die from alcoholism. He died from a heart attack, but it was from the complications of alcoholism. Clearly, because I'm a doctor.
Died of a broken heart.
Yeah, because I'm a doctor, so I would know.
It's because in real life the baby didn't make it that he was escorting down the stairs, and the guilt. It killed
Broken
him.
heart. He died of a broken heart.
He died of a broken heart. No, I'm trying. I swear I found. I
That
saw it
baby
earlier.
That baby seemed so happy the whole way down the stairs.
Yeah,
And-
he's like,
to the
finally
kid.
some fucking fun.
He's like,
Well, he was keeping it, and I think Brian De Palma was keeping it in sync with the Battleship Potemkin that we just watched earlier. The baby was just like having a fun time because you want to actually, when a baby starts crying, you want to actually film it, So that's why Children of Men was great, because they had like a semi CGI baby that was crying during the whole battle.
but the baby was crying the whole time before he started climbing the stairs.
Yeah.
Remember the mom's holding
Yeah.
it and everything?
I was like, calm down, and then the gunshots are going off. The baby's like, ooh, what's happening?
I want to be a gangster.
Yeah, he said, I'm from the South Side. He said, I know this. We're back home, Mom. Yeah.
Southside lullaby.
Yeah. He said, I can sleep good now.
My fucking big dog freaks out when fireworks go off out in the distance, and this baby's like,
Oh, yeah. You're like, we're back in the hood. Cool.
So I'm
shotgun shots right near my head, and I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm clearly not really well versed on Eliot Ness. I don't really care about the guy, but people, I'm wearing your clothes and people ask me about this guy now. So I want to know, as someone, like, I'm not going to do any more research. This is probably the most research on Eliot Ness I will ever do, is us like having to be here with the pressure of having cameras on and talking about it. And I still really didn't do that much research. So I want to know, Alex, if you have any advice for me of when random elder Caucasians come up to me and say, "Oh, is that Eliot Ness?" when I'm rocking your amazing apparel out in public, what do I say to these people?
You should tell them, yes, we have a website that you can look up more Eliot Ness stuff and buy his socks. Worn socks from his arrest of Al Capone.
I just don't want the Eliot Ness estate to sue us for promoting his.
I told you, he doesn't have an estate. He died at 54. He was a broken man.
So
No one's going to sue us.
You think we get away with it?
Bro, unless we get caught, we definitely get away with it.
And he's not around to catch you anymore.
Yeah.
The Last Crusader.
Yeah, we're untouchable. Yeah. Yeah, had to say that for the episode. We're untouchable.
We are untouchable. Bring it full circle. Alex, do you have any like final words to say to the people before we get out of here?
Hold on.
Do your thing.
I'm happy this is the most research you'll ever do on Eliot Ness.
I don't give a fuck about this guy, and this movie sucked.
Because honestly, watching that movie is about as much as I could take, and I think that was like
Like,
my
ugh.
second and a half time.
I don't know. I don't know how you accepted my invite, like to be like, "Hey, we're gonna watch this," and you were down to watch it with us.
I couldn't remember. I was mixing it up in my head with Highwaymen.
Which apparently is a good movie.
Yeah, and like I said,
Better.
I was thinking of I can't even think of the name of that movie, but that movie's way better.
Robin
than
Hood.
that. No, fucking the shit with
Waterworld. Oh no,
No.
those are all just Kevin Costner movies.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about fucking
Bodyguard.
Kaiser Thursday.
Oh yeah, Kaiser.
Reservoir?
Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great movie. Though.
When people bring up Untouchables because they talk about it like it's like an amazing movie, I think of fucking Usual Suspects. And it's two totally different movies.
Who brings up Untouchables like it's an amazing movie? Like, I'm curious about that. Who really liked this movie?
I'm saying
These old white dudes that he meets at the park.
fucking like it's like a fucking like iconic movie. You know, like I said, it's fucking is Sean Connery got a goddamn Golden Globe for this shit.
But like you said, the best part was the casting. Yeah, all these names on a fucking on a poster.
Yeah.
Man.
So, hey, we watched it so you don't have to. I mean, I saw it on like
welcome.
TV, and I saw the little freaking stroller scene on TV. It was like the only scene I'd seen before we watched it just an hour ago. Yeah, Alex, any final things because we're getting out of here?
Okay, yeah. So we did an episode. Peace, bitch. Oh, choose happiness.
Make sure you choose happiness always.
Choose happiness.
Hey, thank you for watching.
We're leaving.
Whoever is here at this point,
you finish. We're gonna go drink. Come on, you guys. Let's go drink.
Yeah, whoever.
He knows what to do.
Yeah, whoever is here at this point, thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next one, because it'll be a lot better than this one, and that's actually true. Well, we haven't said anything false here. Will, anything you want to add to the people?
You could watch worse movies.
Yeah, you could watch worse movies. And it wasn't like the worst movie. It just, as far as being the esteemed gangster genre, it's got Robert De Niro. Wasn't all that. Anyway, but, you know, it was fun. Okay, we had a good day. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, Spinny.
Alex, I actually love the movie. I feel bad for shitting on it.
We're not letting you pick episodes ever again.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a horrible episode.
It was actually good, I think.
Man, these people are not going to come back.
I know, but what are we going to do?
This, like,
Oh my goodness.